Imagine waking up one day and finding the sun so close it's about to engulf the Earth. It's a chilling thought, isn't it? A day when the sun, our source of life, becomes a harbinger of doom, swelling up to such an extent that it threatens to consume our very planet. This isn't some science fiction plot, but a glimpse into a very distant future, a future where the sun is on the brink of becoming a red giant. Now you might be wondering, how does this transformation happen? What triggers our seemingly stable sun to become this astronomical monster? Well, the answer lies in the heart of the sun itself, where a constant cosmic dance is taking place. The sun, like all stars, is powered by nuclear fusion, a process that fuses hydrogen atoms together to form helium. This process releases an enormous amount of energy, which we experience as sunlight and warmth. But the sun's hydrogen supply isn't infinite. Over billions of years, the core of the sun has been steadily converting its hydrogen fuel into helium. And as this hydrogen fuel starts to run out, the core of the sun begins to contract under its own gravity. This contraction generates intense heat, causing the outer layers of the sun to expand. And it's this expansion that leads to our sun becoming a red giant. As the sun expands, it cools down and glows red, hence the name red giant. But this isn't an overnight transformation. It's a gradual process that takes place over billions of years. And as the sun expands, its outer layers will reach out into the solar system, growing so large that it might even engulf the inner planets, including our very own Earth. And just like that, our once comforting sun turns into a menacing red giant, threatening to swallow our planet. But when exactly will this happen? Well, stay tuned as we delve deeper into this cosmic countdown in our next segment. Surprisingly, the sun's transformation into a red giant isn't happening tomorrow, or even a million years from now. Now, before you breathe a sigh of relief, it's critical to note that this event is inevitable. It's the circle of life, but in this case, we're talking about a star's life, our sun. In the grand cosmic clock, our sun is middle-aged. It's been burning brightly for approximately 5 billion years, and it's expected to continue doing so for about another 5 billion years. That's right, our sun has a pretty good run left. But like all good things, this too must come to an end. When we say the sun will become a red giant, what we're really talking about is the next phase of its stellar evolution. But before it fully embraces this fiery transformation, it will first enter what we call the subgiant phase. Here our sun will begin to expand and cool down. Imagine a balloon slowly inflating. That's what's happening to our sun. This phase will last for a few billion years, so there's no need to rush out and buy those space-proof sun hats just yet. As the sun continues to age, it will exhaust the hydrogen fuel in its core. Once the hydrogen is depleted, the core contracts and the outer layers of the sun expand and cool. This is the moment when our sun officially enters the red giant phase. Its size will increase dramatically, swallowing Mercury, Venus, and possibly even Earth. This sounds like a scary prospect, and it is. But remember, this is a process that will take billions of years. It's a reminder of the cosmic dance that all stars partake in, a dance of birth, life, and eventual death. Yet this is not a cause for immediate worry or despair. So, we have a good few billion years before we need to start packing our bags and looking for a new home. But what happens to Earth and the rest of the solar system when the sun finally becomes a red giant, you might wonder? Well, let's take a cosmic journey and imagine this celestial transformation. As the sun expands into a red giant, it will grow so large that it could swallow the inner planets, including Earth. The intense heat from the gargantuan sun could potentially evaporate all water on Earth, turning it into a desolate, barren wasteland. Imagine, once teeming with life, our blue planet would be reduced to a hot, dry rock floating in space. But Earth isn't the only one facing a grim future. As the sun's outer layers extend, they could reach as far as Mars' orbit. Yes, Mars, the planet that we've been eyeing as a potential second home, might also be engulfed by our own sun. The Martian rovers, once busy exploring the red planet, would be reduced to molten metal under the sun's intense heat. And what about the outer planets? Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune might escape being devoured, but they won't remain unscathed. The sun's increased mass could throw them out of their orbits, sending them careening into the cold, dark depths of space. Even the dwarf planets like Pluto could be flung out of the solar system, forever lost in the interstellar void. The asteroid belt, a constant feature of our solar system, could be scattered, its rocks and dust strewn across the galaxy. This paints a rather gloomy picture, doesn't it? Our vibrant solar system, as we know it, could be reduced to a chaotic, lifeless wasteland. But don't lose sleep over this just yet. This won't happen for another 5 to 7 billion years. That's a lot of zeros. So, for now, let's appreciate our sun. Though it will one day become a red giant, today it shines brightly, nourishing our planet and fostering the abundance of life we see around us. The future looks bleak, doesn't it? But remember, this is billions of years away. For now, our sun continues to shine brightly, fostering life on our beautiful planet. So, we've journeyed billions of years into the future and witnessed the sun's dramatic transformation. As we've seen, the sun will eventually swell into a red giant, its outer layers reaching out to consume the inner planets, including our own Earth. This process will begin in around 5 billion years, giving us plenty of time to marvel at the sun as it is today. In this future, the sun's intense heat and gravitational pull will drastically alter the solar system. Earth's oceans will evaporate, and our once lush planet will become a barren wasteland. It's a stark reminder of the impermanence of things, even something as seemingly constant as the sun. But even as we face this inevitable change, we should remember that it's part of the grand cosmic cycle. Stars are born, they live and they die, only to give rise to new stars and new possibilities. While this journey might seem terrifying, it's a testament to the fascinating, ever-changing nature of our universe. And who knows what discoveries the future might bring. Until then, keep looking up and wondering.